So, new park today. Park in Leola. And there's a public pool here, which makes it a little bit more busy than I'd really care for. But the original pool, the first pool, it was actually here in '69, if not a little before. So that's a lot of years of a public pool and people being here running around and dropping stuff. So who knows what I may find. They do have a sand volleyball court that's probably been here for about 20 years, so we're gonna go check that out first. Hit that and see how that goes. And here's to finding good stuff. Catch you in a bit. Oh boy. Alright, so I think I found like 13 cents a dime and 3 pennies. Memorial penny and shield pennies. Tried to check out the volleyball court. I found 2 of the pennies right next to it. Found an old square nail 6 inches down in the sand. And other than that, oh, and a beer bottle cap, which I don't think this park allows alcohol, so trying to figure out who snuck that in there. A while ago. It's an older one, but not old. And then my detector started going crazy, like just jumping through the VDI range. And I realized there's power lines that come into transformers right over there off that one corner end of the volleyball court, and then it runs down the pole and underground. And there was a stretch coming across to the pavilion here that I went around, which I found a dime and a penny, and the power going to the pavilion is underground. So I realized that my detector was going crazy no matter which of one of the 4 frequencies I put it on, because of the underground power lines that will mess with the detector and the interference. So I came over here to the other side of the pavilion, which no more interference, but there's not, I mean, there's some trees here, but there is not a lot of shade. Like, there is a lot of space for me to swing the detector. And according to the old historical aerial view, 51, this was farm field. Which is probably why I found the old square nail, I'm guessing. Probably from something that was being done here long before it was a park. But whoa, hey now, down goes the camera. Are you okay there? Are you okay? Ooh, are you okay? Sorry. But yeah, it's hot. I mean, I'm sweating, and I wasn't even doing anything physical. Which part of this is because of my blood thinners. It's the joys of being on blood thinners. You ain't gotta do anything. And I was that way before that. Now it's even worse. You know, I'm just like my father. Go outside, look at the sun, and go, whoo, and have sweat beating off your forehead. And now that I'm on blood thinners, it's even worse. I don't have to look at the sun. I just went out there and slowly walked back and forth across the volleyball sand court. And so when I came over here to this side, I mean, there's some shade, and I, swung around under the trees by the shade, but I also don't want to have to, if I get a target around the trees, you always end up dealing with tree roots, and I don't like dealing with the tree roots, especially in a park. I'm not gonna, I show some respect when I'm in these parks. There's plenty of parks that I've had some decent deep iron signals, 10 plus, 12 plus inches, and I won't dig them. I want to, but I won't. Only because they're just, it's a park. I don't want to be digging a hole that deep in a public park. Though I may have passed up some really cool stuff, who knows? I probably did, and other signals that would come up, and I'd start digging, and if it's, I get down 6-8 inches and I'm not hitting it yet, I've given up on different signals before at many parks. So I probably passed up some really cool coins or something, but I don't feel right digging really deep holes, even though I know I'm going to fill it back in and they're not going to be able to tell I even dug a hole. It's just something that I don't feel comfortable digging wild out deep holes here in the park, or at a park really. Now if I'm out in the woods somewhere, I don't mind. If I'm on private property or something like that, and there's nobody to see me around. But here, like this park, there's plenty of activity, people walking the trail, and the pool was full of kids and people, and then now they all just left. But I thought the thing on Google Maps said the pool opened at 12, and so I don't know what they have here in the morning, but there was a whole bunch of cars here in the parking lot, and now there is, wow, old man taking off his. Now there's a man that has no shame. No shame in his game. He makes a lap and he says, man, it's hot. And he takes his shirt off and hangs it on the sign. And he's gonna show off them old man pectoral boobies. You go, buddy. I'm proud of you. I give that old man props. No shame in our game. Hell, I want to get a Speedo and go out on the beach with my phone in my hand playing I'm Sexy and I Know It. Just because I have no shame. In my game. But kids on e-bikes. That saddens me, because at that age they should be pedaling like I used to. See, technology's nice, and the e-bikes, they have their benefits for people with issues, and an e-bike would do me great. One with good long range. I could go do a whole lot of exploring and whatnot if I had an e-bike to ride. But these kids these days got the e-scooters and the e-bikes. What are we gonna do? The next generation is gonna be a bunch. Well, they'll be good at not having any stamina, and all they'll know how to do is play video games online. So anywho, yeah, so I found some stuff, but I didn't video any of it at the volleyball court, because with the pool right there and all the people, nowadays, I didn't want to, I guess, looking at me, I daresn't open my camera and be making video when there's young peoples around in the pool in bathing suits and all. Don't want to be judged and labeled as that creeper trying to sneak video of somebody that I'm not trying to video. But in this area, I'm sure that could that label could be thrown on me quickly. So I did not video over there. I will probably get a picture of it later, because now I think I'm going to go check out I'm gonna go check out a park right down the street from where I used to live, I just remembered and recalled the park that was there. Ain't that sad? Google Maps on my phone still shows home at the old home. Well, look at that. Well, Google Maps has been updated. It's not showing my patio that she ripped out. It's amazing, after all the work I went through to get all that granite remnants and lay all that stuff down and make a beautiful 25 by 25 patio. Don't know why there's a pool there no more, just the space where the pool was. Huh. At least she didn't tear down my shed that I built next to the garage. Oh wow, yeah, she had the tree in the front yard taken out. Wow. That was a big old tree too. Huh, looks like the neighbor. Wait a minute. Looks like the neighbor planted a garden. Huh. Good job, Steve. Good job. Oh wow, they took out all the pine trees along the front there too, on the next door property of the townhomes. Huh. Well, okay, so anywho. See how the old neighborhood changed since I'm no longer there. Let's see here. Oh yes, it's a township community park. So that means ooh. They have a sand volleyball court too. Okay, so why does it say volleyball court temporarily closed? Why would that be? Because there's probably no net on it. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go check out that park, and then we'll see what I find there today. Gonna hit a couple different places, I think, just to get an idea of what's we got going. And then I'll have to check the old aerial view when I get there. All right. So, catch y'all later. I'll let you know if I find anything coolage.